Hey guys, Vaping Haven here. Just received a pretty big order today with my first mod as well as my first Kanger Mini ProTank 2. Pack atomizers for that ProTank, a couple Efest batteries, one being the IMR Efest 18350 and the other one being the 18650 in the 2250 mAh category, as well as the soda Efest charger, which charges two batteries at once, and the Vamo V2 itself, as well as a free charger for the car that was thrown in by MyVaporStore.com. And of course there will be links below for each of the places that I used to purchase these items. First off, the atomizers as well as the Kanger Mini ProTank 2 itself were both from MtBakerVapor. I do want to include the fact that they did include another free sample, which is the Banana Gone Nuts variety, which smells great out of the package. I'm really looking forward to vaping this. It smells exactly like banana nut. I really am looking forward to it. So let's get into the unboxing. So the first thing we're going to get into is I'm going to take apart the charger box. Check this out. I'm going to start kind of small, work my way up. So the charger does look pretty standard. Kind of figured it would, didn't think it would be that complicated. Just has a list of every battery that can be charged with this specific charger. Looks like it supports a wide variety if I ever want to change over to any mods, which is definitely good. Pretty strong built quality. It's got two indicator lights at the bottom, I'm sure for charging levels, as well as a cable. If you've ever owned a PS2 before, or any similar item, or a PSP, it looks very similar to that size charging adapter. So that's about as exciting as that can get. Let's open the batteries. So again, I did buy a second 18350 short battery in another order, which will be coming, I'm assuming, tomorrow or the day after, because I did find out a little bit more about running the device in dual mode, and I was really looking forward to trying to run it with two batteries. So first off, I have the Efest 18650, and this one is the 2250 mAh. Pretty serious sized battery. Looks pretty good. Definitely think that I'll be able to get a lot of good power out of this. 2250 mAh, if it doesn't last me all day, I'll be surprised. So my current setup, I only have about 1000 mAh batteries, and those usually last me about 6 hours of heavy vaping. So I also have, like I said, the 18350, which is an 800 mAh, and I have another one of this exact Efest brand battery coming in from another supplier, and again, that should be here in a few days. So I got the batteries, the 18350 and the 18650. Now, something a little bit smaller, I did get a few adapters for the Kanger Mini ProTank 2, as well as any 510 device that I do want to stick on my Ego Kit 2 in the future. I figured while I was making an order, I might as well, this would be the best time to throw in a small item so that I'm not stuck paying more for shipping than the item in one order. So I did get two adapters, this one being the Ego adapter, which basically makes it easier for air to get through for a lot of Ego devices, as well as an adapter for Ego to 808. That way I can put Ego and 510 devices on my 808 batteries, or 901 if some of you might know it as 901 instead of 808. So next up is the Mini ProTank 2, which I'm going to unbox for you. And this package is a little bit more complicated, not too bad. First off, a little bit of literature from Kanger Tech. Just tells you the basics about every individual part. Looks like a voltage reference sheet. Lets you know that all parts are refillable, as well as rebuildable. Pretty interesting. For being Chinese products, they do have, I've seen bad English before on Chinese products, but this is actually definitely pretty clear. It looks like it was made in the US, which I like, being that these are all Chinese products. So this is the Kanger Mini ProTank 2. You're seeing it the same time I'm seeing it the first time. It looks very solid. Right off the bat, I'm going to say that it feels very sturdy. The mouthpiece, I don't think I'm ever going to have to worry about a piece of metal cracking, which that was the consensus for the tank that I already have. I do have an M-Flux drip tip coming in. It's all blue and futuristic and fancy looking, so that'll be coming in Thursday or Friday. That was a couple bucks, so I figured, you know, might as well vape in style. So that'll be coming, but nonetheless, this looks very, very durable, and I definitely wouldn't mind using this for the time being. So that's that. It looks like we have 2 replacement atomizers included in this first package, as well as an O-ring. I don't know if you can see that. And it looks like an extension cover for the connection to the Ego. I have to get a little bit more into that to figure out more about it. I'm not going to take out the atomizer heads as they are wrapped up in their own little pieces of plastic, but what I am going to do is I'm going to take out the other 5-piece set of the atomizers for the Kanger, and they are in a punch material by Kanger Tech. But you can kind of get the idea. It's just a coil. The reason I bought so many coils is because I figured I'm going to want to be good with vaping with this specific, you know, setup for a while. I don't want to have to keep making purchases, you know, all the time. And I do understand that there's a rate of failure with some equipment, so I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, one of these atomizers turned out, or coils, turned out not to not work. But this is MtBakerVapor, so it could be a little bit different. These products do look very, very high quality, being that they are Chinese. I'm assuming that they were mass bulk ordered and sold again, but they do look very good. They look exactly like American products. They have, you know, they're all up to date. Everything on them is there's no broken English. This is 18 and up. It's everything, all of the Kanger products seem to have a verification on them, a scratch coating, to check the authenticity of their items. I'm not sure if you can see that. I do want to mention, while I'm talking about focus, I do have another camera coming in, and this one's going to have full autofocus. It's going to be great for unboxings, great for reviews. I'm going to hold off on my Ego Kit review as well as the Vamo review until I have that camera. Another thing I want to mention while I'm finishing up the MtBakerVapor unboxing, I did have the Banana Gone Nuts as my free sample since I did go over the $15 amount. If you guys can get on MtBakerVapor and order $15 worth of product, do it. Even if that's not e-juice, go ahead and do it, because anything that I've ever been sent, you've already seen, great quality, and you might as well just pick up the free e-juice. I mean, you could start and get free e-juice and never have to spend money on e-juice. Just on the atomizer head replacements alone, you could almost pick up e-juice just with the shipping. So think about it. I mean, if you can get free e-juice with something you order, I would do it. So that's Banana Gone Nuts. Now here's the part that everybody's been waiting for. This is the Vamo V2. I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but we're seeing it now. That's the Vamo V2. Very, very solid build quality. I did get it in the gunmetal black, so I figured it was going to look really sleek. In the past, I've really, when there's been the option to get anything in gunmetal, I think it's a premium color. I really prefer it over most other colors. I'm usually a red and black kind of person, but this is really sleek. I can definitely see how it might be a fingerprint magnet. That may just be because I took it out in the cold, and this is the Northeast, if you guys weren't aware. So it is really cold, but no, it looks really solid. The buttons have a really solid click to them. If you do shake it, which I have heard in other reviews, metal does hit metal, but it's nothing too serious. The buttons aren't too heavy, so I don't really think it'll really cause any, you know, serious problem. But I'm really excited to get into this and try this out. So that's pretty much all the products that came in. We got the Kanger Mini ProTank 2, the Vamo itself, a couple adapters, as I said, the replacements, the Soda Efest charger, which I'm going to be using very soon here, right after this unboxing. And that's pretty much it, as well as the batteries, like I said already, and they gave me a free car charger, which may actually come in handy for me. So that's pretty much everything I got. It was myvaporstore.com and MtBakerVapor. I will include links in the description for both of them, as well as coupon codes, so that you guys can get a little bit off of your order. I do have a 10% off code for MyVaporStore, as well as the free shipping and the 10% off for MtBakerVapor. So that's pretty much all the time I got today, guys, but look forward to those reviews in the future, coming very soon. I do have a new webcam coming, as I said, so expect the video quality to be light years ahead of what it is now. But anyways, guys, I'm about to go vape, so vape on, and this is Vaping Haven, out.